If I ask you, what is the biggest obstacle preventing you from learning how to ice skate? You might say fear of falling or lack of practice, but the real obstacle is something much deeper. It is the deeply rooted land mother tongue inside your body. Balance on land is our balanced mother tongue. A friend of mine was born on a ship because her parents worked on long-distance ocean voyages. She was literally born at sea. It's hard to imagine, but before the age of 5, he had never set foot on land. When she turned 5 and needed to go to school, she stepped onto land for the first time, and something unexpected happened. She got land sick, just like how we get seasick. Her balanced mother tongue was ocean balance. Now let's come back to us. Our balanced mother tongue is balance on land. It is the sense of safety we earned by walking for a long time on hard ground with high friction. And the longer that time, the stronger this land balance becomes. So don't say children learn second languages more easily than adults. Even in ice skating, children master it faster than adults. It is exactly the same principle. On ice, when friction, this core factor, changes dramatically, your land mother tongue becomes lethal. And on ice, the harder you try to use your land mother tongue to search for safety, the harder you fall. Getting bruised and battered is not scary. Any new ability comes with bruises. But if you want to truly master a new ability and master it quickly, the earlier you recognize that you must break free from mother tongue dependency, the easier it becomes. You must first kill the balance instinct you use on land. Only then can a new balance ability, one adapted to low friction, grow out. Today, I want to talk about this concept, mother tongue dependency. It is not just a linguistic issue. It is the invisible prison built for you by certainty during the formation of any ability. This conflict doesn't only happen with individuals. It also happens between generations inside a family. Look at parenting. As parent, our mother tongue is protection. It was not easy for us to survive to this age without major problems. The fact that we are still alive is already an achievement. So when we see a child in trouble, our instinct is to step in and fix it. When we see a child about to make a mistake, our instinct is to correct it immediately. But real parenting ability requires you to betray this desire to protect. To become a bystander, of course, you must provide a suitable environment. And then you must learn to stand by and watch. You must tolerate the detours. You must even watch them fall without helping them up. This is extremely hard because it violates the biological instinct of being a parent. But in the end, so-called parenting ability is about cultivating the child's ability, not the parents'. If this continues, the parent's personal ability may grow stronger and stronger while the child becomes useless. Only when you suppress the urge to support and correct can the child's own ability, what I call vitality, truly grow. This conflict between mother tongue dependency and new ability always appears more brutally in the adult world. Yes, just like second languages and ice skating. Adults often realize this much more slowly than children. Look at workplace management. Being promoted from an excellent executor to a delegator is a nightmare for many new managers. At this moment, what is your mother tongue? It is diligence. It is doing everything yourself. It is pursuing perfection in details. This is your mother tongue. As an excellent employee, it is the dependency of your past success. But once you become a manager, this mother tongue turns into a bottleneck. The most painful thing for many new supervisors is that they cannot stop doing things themselves. This mother tongue dependency on a sense of control is the #1 killer of management ability. Real management ability requires you to be completely counterintuitive. You must tolerate subordinates making mistakes. You must endure imperfect progress. You must even learn to govern by doing nothing. You must kill the diligent version of yourself to give birth to a self that can delegate. And at this point, haven't you noticed? This is exactly the same as parenting. Now look at investing. What is the deepest mother tongue dependency here? Of course, it is not making money. Here, our biological instinct has a default setting. Protect what you have. Do not lose it. This is not irrational. In the primitive forest, losing a single meal could mean starving to death. So the safest strategy is obvious. Do nothing. Avoid risk. Keep what you have. Put money in the bank. Save carefully. Stay frugal. From a survival perspective, this is perfect logic. But in the capital market, this logic is fatal. The market doesn't reward safety. It rewards exposure to uncertainty. If you cannot tolerate loss, you will never truly participate. Not investing at all is the purest form of loss aversion. To gain investing ability, you must betray this instinct. You must accept volatility. You must accept drawdowns. You must accept uncertainty as the entry ticket. You are not fighting the market. You are fighting the survival logic written into your body. Just a reminder, this is not investment advice. I'm an idiot when it comes to investing. I don't even put my money in the bank. I've been running a deficit for a long time. But the logic of things should be consistent. After all this, we must finally return to one of the core topics of this channel, mastering a second language. In this field, what is your true mother tongue dependency? It hardly needs explanation. In your mother tongue environment, you are used to controlling everything. Every word you hear, you understand. This sense of omniscience and safety is your mother tongue dependency. When you begin learning a second language, the moment you encounter a word you don't understand, the moment you face a vague sentence, what is your instinctive reaction? Check the dictionary, turn on subtitles, find a translation, ask for an explanation. What are you doing? The ice is too slippery. Getting bruised is neither comfortable nor pretty. You are trying to return to land. You are trying to retrieve that feeling of certainty. Every word look up, every translation between the new language and your mother tongue is essentially a form of retreat because you cannot tolerate the anxiety brought by uncertainty. But I want to tell you a cruel truth. Language ability can only grow inside uncertainty. So here is what I'm telling you. In the process of learning a second language, your mother tongue must not appear. There must be no translation at all. When you encounter something you don't understand, do not look it up. If you can guess, then guess. If you can't guess, let it pass. Because even if you look it up, it won't help. Even if you remember it, you will forget it again. That's not your ability. It is just a brief gain of a tiny fragment of knowledge. Only one action is truly effective in the process of learning a second language: guessing. That single act is where real language ability actually forms. Just like a baby learning to speak. Babies have no subtitles, no dictionaries, no grammar books. They live every day inside of a massive fog of uncertainty. What do they rely on? They rely on guessing. They rely on perception, on context, on countless wrong attempts. When adults learn a second language, what We are too smart. We have too many methods. We provide mother tongue subtitles. We write grammar books. We invent AI real-time translation. Some people, those teachers, even use your mother tongue to teach you a second language course. We use all these tools, and the entire process feels incredibly comfortable, so cozy. We magically avoid all the fog, and at the same time, we successfully avoid every opportunity for ability formation. To gain real ability, you must become a traitor. Betray your instinct, betray your sense of safety, walk into the unknown, the blurry fog that makes you panic, because only there is where ability grows.